New turn.
Wario time!
Mario time! Oh no!
You got a star. Minigame.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go! Finish!
Yes!
New turn.
Wario time! Ah!
a minigame! Start!
Turn.
Finish! You got an item.
Yeah!
Mario time! Oh, no!
Minigame!
Okie dokie.
Mario time!
Start! Finish! Winner!
Woo!
New turn.
Wario time. Ho ho. Eh? Ho. Oh. Oh.
You got a star.
Ha ha. Yeah! Yeah! Oh! Ho ho! Yeah!
Mario time!
You got a star. Minigame.
Okie dokie.
Start. Finish. Winner. New turn. Jamboree.
Wario time. Ho ho. Oh no!
Mario time! Woo! Yeah!
Showdown minigame.
It's a
Yeah, baby. Okie dokie.
Three, two, one, go!
Yo, yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah. Yo, yeah.
Finish!
Yeah!